scientific death.
In the mid-20th century, recovering enriched uranium from nuclear reactor scrap was a hands-on, highly industrial process. At a chemical recovery plant in Wood River, Rhode Island, in 1958, a technician was assigned a routine task: mixing a low-concentration solution of liquid uranium. To bypass a localized blockage in the system's narrow tanks, the technician decided to speed up the process. He transferred the liquid uranium out of the restricted column and poured it directly into a standard, wide stainless steel mixing vat. The concentration of the liquid remained identical. Yet while the uranium was completely stable in the narrow column, shifting it to the wide cylinder initiated a deadly reaction. When dealing with fissile material, the shape of the container dictates the behavior of the atoms inside. Modifying the physical geometry of a holding vessel without altering the chemical mass will initiate a spontaneous, invisible nuclear chain reaction. Facilities processing fissile liquids require highly specific three-dimensional architecture to operate safely. This geometrically favorable container uses a high surface area to volume ratio as a safety mechanism, allowing neutrons to escape harmlessly. By transferring to a wide cylinder, the internal path length vastly increases. Trapped neutrons strike uranium-235 atoms, triggering an exponential, self-sustaining cascade. In nuclear physics, this instantaneous multiplication is known as a prompt criticality event. The only macroscopic evidence of this violent subatomic event was an eerie, silent flash of blue Cherenkov radiation illuminating the room. The physical shape of the wide cylinder trapped the kinetic energy of the system, forcing a safe chemical mixture to instantly achieve critical mass. The technician absorbed the immediate output of that flash, an unshielded whole-body dose estimated at over 10,000 rads. For context, a 500 rad dose is typically lethal to half of an exposed population. This extreme exposure triggers a neutronic smash. High-energy gamma rays and free neutrons penetrate the body's cell membranes. The kinetic energy instantly breaks chemical bonds, fracturing water molecules and physically shattering the DNA double helices into fragmented, inert strands. Within minutes of the exposure, this massive cellular destruction initiates the cerebrovascular phase of acute radiation syndrome. The damaged cells cause severe vascular leakage. As the blood-brain barrier fails, the patient experiences a catastrophic drop in blood pressure, mental confusion, and severe nausea. 49 hours after the flash, the patient entered gastrointestinal collapse. The radiation dose had completely sterilized the essential stem cells. Unable to regenerate new tissue, the cellular lining of the stomach and intestines entirely dissolved. Despite intensive medical efforts to stabilize his fluids, the destruction of biological infrastructure led to total circulatory and central nervous system failure, resulting in death 2 days after the accident. An unshielded criticality event converts a localized mathematical error directly into extreme kinetic energy, dismantling biological architecture from the molecular level up. The Wood River fatality forced global atomic energy commissions to permanently overhaul all processing safeguards, establishing a rigorous new system of physical and chemical defense. The first pillar is geometric enforcement laws. International regulations now physically ban non-safe geometries, like standard buckets or wide vats, anywhere near enriched fissile liquids. Every single vessel in a modern facility must be structurally engineered so that it is physically incapable of holding a critical volume. The second pillar applies when wide industrial mixing is mandatory. This schematic shows a wide vat equipped with dark-colored stirring rods. Acting as neutron poisons made of cadmium or boron, they behave like sponges, greedily absorbing stray neutrons and neutralizing potential chain reactions. The third pillar is active monitoring. Processing environments now require the mandatory installation of redundant, ceiling-mounted gamma and neutron detectors. These sensors are hardwired directly to building-wide clocksins, programmed to trigger an automated evacuation the exact millisecond a radiation spike is registered. Modern nuclear safety is entirely built on the lessons extracted from Wood River. In extreme engineering environments, a failure to respect fundamental geometric principles yields devastating, invisible consequences.
If you enjoyed this video, please remember to like and subscribe. And don't forget to comment below with your favorite emoji.